If you're heading to Burning Man for the first time, considering going or returning after a long break, I've got 10 tips and things I wish I had known to help you not just survive, but thrive at your first burn. Hi there, I'm Wanderwing. Last year was my first burn, and like so many who came back deeply transformed, it happened to me too, and now I'm a lifelong burner. Despite the rain and mud that made headlines in 2023, I had the most exhilarating, epic, and surreal experience of my life, thanks to the tips I'm about to share. So without further ado, let's dive into tip number 1. If you don't drive or have a car, I highly recommend taking the Burner Express bus. It's super convenient and takes one hassle off your plate. The bus departs from San Francisco Civic Center and Reno. From SF, it costs $183 each way, and you're allowed 2 large pieces of luggage, plus 1 small carry-on. You can add a bike for $88 round trip. The pickup process was very efficient. I didn't have to wait long at all. After you present your bus and Burning Man tickets, you'll get a booklet with all the Burning Man events and a map to orient yourself during the ride. You could already feel the Burning Man vibe on the bus. Halfway through the 6-hour journey, you'll stop at a plaza for an hour to use the restroom, grab food, and stock up on snacks and drinks. Make sure you get a big bottle to pee in during the middle of the night if you don't have one yet, so you won't have to trek to the porta potty. You'll thank me later. By taking the bus, you avoid waiting all day to get through the gate. Once you get to the gate, you briefly get off the bus so the volunteers can process your ticket, and then you get back on for your next stop, Black Rock City. Once you arrive at Black Rock City, you'll be dropped off at the bus depot. There'll be shuttles to drop you off near your camp, but you have to be proactive to get on. The process isn't very organized and space is limited. If you brought a bike, wait for the bike transport to arrive first. You can put your stuff on the shuttle and follow it on your bike, grabbing your stuff at a stop near your camp. Before you get on that shuttle though, there's an optional ritual for first timers you just have to do first. Rolling in the sand and ring a bell. It might sound silly, but I highly recommend it. You only get to experience your first time once, and it's a great way to shift into the Burning Man mindset. The Playa dust will be all over you during the week, so why not surrender to it right from the start? To truly enjoy Burning Man, you're going to have to let go of the need for control, accept the journey as it is, and relish in the present moment. So say yes to new experiences, roll in the dust, and ring that bell. Burning Man is huge. It's bigger than anything I had ever imagined. For your first time, you will definitely want a bike. Just to give you a sense of how big Black Rock City is, it'll take you 30 minutes to an hour to bike across from one end to the other. Having a bike gives you a profound sense of freedom. You can explore the vast expanse of the playa at your own pace. For me, biking around the playa was my absolute favorite part of Burning Man. There's nothing like it. If you don't know how to ride a bike, you're not alone. I didn't know how to ride one either before coming, and that was my top concern. But because the playa is so flat and open, it took me no time to learn. After day 2, it felt like I'd been biking my entire life. In fact, I came back home addicted to biking everywhere, as you can see in my other videos. I got my bike off Facebook Marketplace for $75, and it was the best purchase ever. Make sure it suits your height. Don't get one with narrow wheels. And don't bring a new expensive bike. Tune it before you go. Decorate your bike with lights so you won't cause any accident in the dark, and bring a lock so people won't steal it or mistakenly take yours as theirs. Navigating Burning Man can be overwhelming. Black Rock City is organized like a half-circle clock, with streets ordered by letters ABC and clock times 4:30, 5:30. While logical, it's still easy to get lost, especially when it gets dark. Those tall street signs, they also tend to disappear as the week goes by. Plus, at any given moment, there are hundreds if not thousands of events happening at the same time. Relying solely on the event booklet isn't gonna be practical. Fortunately, there's a free app that'll make navigating Burning Man much smoother, iBurn. With the app's GPS system, you can see where the camps and events are located, and even how long it would take to get there. All the camps and events will be uploaded onto the app a few days before Burning Man begins. You can use it to browse and filter through all the events happening throughout the week. You can find interesting classes like meditation, breathwork, and tantric dancing. Discover offerings like food, drinks, and face mask cooling sessions. You can also locate where all the dance parties are without running around aimlessly. Favorite the events and the camps you want to check out early on, so you can save a lot of time figuring out where to go or what to do next. I wouldn't overdo it though. Also, sometimes you might go to a camp for an event only to find out it has been cancelled. It happens, so I recommend seeing it as an opportunity to explore a new area you might not have visited otherwise. Plus, you never know who or what might cross your path, so just embrace the spontaneity. Just make sure you download this app before you go though, while you still have signal. Alright, now let's dive into what to pack for Burning Man. And just a caveat, I camped with a big camp that provided food, water, shading structure, and electricity. So everyone's situation is a bit different, so this isn't going to be a comprehensive list, but I'm going to highlight some of the not so obvious things you'll need for a successful burn. First off, I wish I had a bigger tent. You'll want one that's roomy enough for comfort. Make sure it's covered so dust can't fly in. And for a good night's sleep, you're going to want a sleeping bag, pillow, padding, and earplugs. It gets really noisy once the sun rises, just as you're about to go to sleep. It can also get really hot inside the tent, so bring a mist cooling fan. For your outfits, you're going to want to wear something that excites you. Try to channel your inner superhero or character and just have fun with this. Go to a thrift store one day and just spend a whole day to find unique pieces. Just make sure to avoid glitter, loose feathers, and anything that can create MOOP, which stands for matter out of place. Because you have to remember, leave no trace. There are 2 themed days during the week. Tutu Tuesday, which is the day where everyone wears a tutu, and White Wednesday, where everyone wears white. So be prepared for those 2 days. It's one of the few experiences where everyone at the burn can share together. For your shoes, you'll be doing a lot of walking. So prioritize comfort over style. The dust will cover your shoes anyway. One night it got really cold, and my jacket wasn't warm enough. So now I understand why people bring those heavy faux fur coats. You just gotta be prepared because you never know when those temperatures are just gonna drop. My camp provided food and water, but these extras were essential, I would say. Electrolytes, so you can stay hydrated in the desert heat. High sodium foods like Spam, and these baby fruit pouches were the best during the burn. You can also bring hot water pouch meals for convenient and comforting meals. Be sure to bring your own portable mug with a lid so you can receive drink offerings from other camps, because no cups are going to be provided at Burning Man, so this is a must-have. Burning Man is in the middle of the desert, so expect dust storms and be ready when they hit. It's not an if, but a when at Burning Man. Goggles and face covers are essential. You'll need these to cover your eyes and lungs, so keep them with you at all times. Your first dust storm can be unnerving. Just put on your goggles and face covering, take a moment to center yourself, find nearby shelter, and just chill. It's a great opportunity to connect with new people. If you're out in the deep playa during a dust storm and have low visibility, slow down on your bike to avoid collisions. Fortunately, there's always music blasting from Black Rock City, so even if you can't see, you can follow the music back to the city where it's easier to orient yourself back to camp. Now, dust storms might sound like a nightmare, but I find them to be one of the most exhilarating aspects of Burning Man. One of my most unforgettable experiences was dancing in a dust storm with one of the DJs from Above and Beyond. I had my mask and goggle on. It felt like a wild apocalyptic dance party. I loved it. So the dust at Burning Man is alkaline and can burn your skin, so make sure you use a vinegar water spray to clean yourself up at night. Now, I wish I had known about playa hands. This is what happened to my hand after I got back. So be sure to bring lotion and apply it before bed, then put on cotton gloves. Your hands will thank you. In 2023, Burning Man experienced a historic rain event that really put a damper on things. It rained for 2 days straight, creating an emergency situation. The mud made it impossible for cars and trucks to move, and services like porta potty cleanups were halted. Radio announcements instructed us to stay put. Preparation is key for such unexpected weather. Now, I wish I had brought my rain poncho and umbrella. I had packed them originally, but then left them at home because the forecast was clear for the entire week. So, can't rely on the forecast after all. Make sure to place a tarp under your tent to prevent flooding. Before you go, make sure you look up how to do this properly. It saved me from a soggy disaster when it rained while others weren't so lucky. You can't ride a bike in the mud, so don't try to. The mud will get stuck in the wheels, making it impossible to move. It's best to keep your bike at camp or leave it somewhere to pick up when it's dry. Walking was also impossible. The mud will get stuck on your shoes, and after a few steps, you'll have inches of mud cake on your soles. Luckily, I had big Ziploc bags and extra large socks. We learned that by putting a bag over our shoes and then a sock over it, we could walk around without mud getting stuck. When the rain stopped, but the ground was still muddy, this hack allowed me to walk around freely, explore the area more, and even out into the playa. So when it comes to the rain and mud, you really have two ways to respond. You can fight it or accept it. Many people try to leave during it and they end up getting stuck, so I wouldn't recommend trying to leave in the rain and mud. Instead, accept it. Embrace the opportunity to experience Burning Man differently. Get to know your community, neighbors, and campmates better. I made new friends because of the rain. Burning Man has a deeply spiritual undercurrent, and the temple is at the heart of it. It's a sacred space where you can find moments of profound reflections and connection. There are occasional sound baths inside, perfect for meditation and centering yourself. Inside the temple, people leave memorials for their lost loved ones. It's a moving tribute where you can staple your memories and messages to the wall. If there's something or someone you want to memorialize, bring it with you. The act of leaving a place of your heart in the temple is incredibly powerful. On Sunday, the temple burns down in a solemn, beautiful ceremony. Unfortunately, I missed this experience because it got delayed due to the rain, but it's a significant part of Burning Man that many find deeply cathartic. The Man Burn is the pinnacle of Burning Man, a moment where everyone on the playa comes together for a powerful communal experience. While much of Burning Man is about individual exploration, the Man Burn unites everyone for a shared event that is truly special. This is the rare moment when everyone gathers as one. Leading up to the burn, all the art cars gather in a semicircle around the man. You can feel the intense excitement and energy building up. It's not like anything I've experienced. Climb onto one of those art cars for an excellent view of the burn. Once the man has burned, the site opens up and people can approach the remnants. Use this time to dance, chant, meditate, and connect with your primal side. If you've ever wanted to dance naked by the fire, this is your chance. Embrace the freedom and just let it go. After such an intense and transformative week, take the time to reflect. I highly recommend bringing a journal and jotting down your thoughts or recording a video diary. Documenting your experiences, emotions, and growth can help you capture the profound moments and transformations you've gone through. I'm grateful I did this. It's a powerful way to relive and remember those special moments. Before I get to the last and most important tip, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. As you can probably tell, I filmed this video using my iPhone last year. But thanks to my recent Kickstarter campaign, I'm heading back to Burning Man this year with a new travel vlogging camera upgrade. If you want to see how this year's event unfolds and explore hidden gems in the San Francisco Bay Area, then subscribe to my channel, Go Wanderwing. Now this video isn't a comprehensive guide, so be sure to read the Burning Man Survival Guide and the 10 Principles of Burning Man before you go. Also, I highly recommend that you join the Burning Man Virgins and Veterans Facebook group. Unlike other groups, they're very welcoming to first-timer questions. If you have any tips I missed, leave them in the comments. And now, for the last tip. Embark on solo adventures early on. The first 2 days can be overwhelming. You'll likely stick with others to get your bearings, but stepping out of your comfort zone and experiencing Burning Man solo is unmatched. This solo journey is where the true transformation happens. It's a chance to find the peace to go inward and connect with your higher self. On my third day, I rode out to the deep playa at sunrise, and that was the most incredible moment of my entire burn. That moment brought a profound shift within me, rewriting narratives and limiting beliefs I had about myself. I gained clarity about my essence and purpose. I returned home transformed. After your first solo adventure, you're going to want to do it again and again and again. So go early, because you never know what's going to happen later that week. It might rain, or other events might limit your chances later. Burning Man is also like a video game. People are so friendly and open. You can just go up to anyone and connect with people. It's really fascinating. So don't let fear hold you back. Go, explore, dive deeper with the most important person in your life, you. I hope this video helps prepare you for the epic journey ahead. Have a exhilarating burn. See you on the playa. Oh my gosh. Finally, I am on my way back from Burning Man. It's Tuesday. I was supposed to leave yesterday, but the man was burning yesterday, so gotta watch the man burn and then go, right? So there's no bus to San Francisco from here. I gotta take a bus to Reno, make some friends here, so we're gonna probably rent a car from Reno and drive back. So that's the update. So tired, so ready to go home now. 1 week was the perfect amount of time.